Here's the problem. We've been taught to study harder, not smarter. And that's like trying to push a door that clearly says pull. But let's be honest, how do most people actually study? They cram, reread the same page 10 times, highlight like their life depends on it, and then forget everything the next day. It's not your fault. The real problem is that your brain doesn't learn the way you think it does. Your brain is lazy, and that's actually a good thing. Because once you know how to work with it, you can study 10 times faster with half the effort. Now let me show you how to cheat the system. The blur method. Most people think they're studying when they read a page over and over. But there's a problem. Recognizing something isn't the same as remembering it. This is where active recall comes in. It's simple. Read a section, close the book, and force yourself to recall the key points. No peeking. Here's why this works. Your brain remembers what it struggles to retrieve. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. When you force your brain to recall information, it strengthens the memory, making it stick for the long run. The lazy genius. What if I told you 80% of your test questions come from just 20% of the material? It's called the Pareto principle, and it's how smart students work less but score more. Instead of trying to memorize everything, focus on key concepts, the big ideas, past exam questions, and what your teacher emphasizes. Here's why this works. Your brain learns better when it connects new info to important ideas. By focusing on the core 20%, you learn the most valuable information first, so even if you forget the extra details, you still score well. The unfair focus hack, dopamine detox. Here's the problem. Your brain is addicted to dopamine. Dopamine is the brain chemical that makes everything fun and exciting. Scrolling TikTok, dopamine. Watching YouTube, dopamine. Studying, zero dopamine. So we need to trick the brain into focusing. Here's how. Step 1, hide your phone. Step 2, use a timer. Set a 25-minute countdown, then reward yourself. Step 3, make studying a game. If you eliminate distractions, your brain will automatically focus because it has nothing else to do. The weird story trick. Your brain is built to remember stories, not boring facts. So instead of memorizing the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, imagine a tiny mitochondria lifting weights like a gym bro, screaming powerhouse, boom, never forgotten. The sleep study hack. This one feels like cheating. If you review something right before sleeping, your brain downloads it overnight. So instead of cramming at 2 a.m., do a quick review and let your brain do the work. The 5-minute fake-out trick. Starting is the hardest part. So lie to yourself. Tell yourself, I'll just study for 5 minutes. 5 minutes later, you're in the zone. The trick? Your brain hates starting, but once it starts, it doesn't want to stop. Now go use this cheat code for your brain. All right, let's make sure you don't forget this video by tomorrow. Here's how to actually remember what you just learned. Make it dramatic. Forget on purpose. Sleep on it. Lie to yourself. Cut the distractions. Focus on the 20% that matters. And hey, before you go, let's settle this. What's the dumbest way you procrastinate studying? Hit like if you want YouTube to think I'm a genius. Subscribe if you want less effort, more results.